Good morning, all. Miracle Rising. Whew. Golly, I had so much come to me yesterday. Oh my goodness. Whoa. I had a nice day, actually. I had a nice day with my parents. I needed that. Whew. Did I need that? I understand the reality that I'm in. I think we all understand the reality that we're in. And when I say I understand the reality that I'm in, I understand that I'm in some ways in a reality that is unexplainable at times. Some of the players and their actions and their choices is unexplainable. However, it doesn't have to change who I am and how I treat people, how I forgive people, how I love people. Those are things that I have control in my reality. Whether people want to bend it, shape it, spin it, narrate it, exploit it, Truman Show it, whatever they want to do, I don't care. It makes no difference to me. And so when I'm able to have good days with my parents, have good days with my son, things of that nature, that means a lot to me. That's God answering my prayers. All my prayers get answered because I pray the right things. So often enough, people wonder why their prayers don't get answered, because you're not praying the right things. That's why. That's your numero uno answer. It just is. A lot of the time people pray for the wrong things. It's all self-serving. A lot of the times in the prayers, it's all self-serving. And when you're praying for self-serving things in regards to yourself, and the nature of the beast, whether it be, for money, you're in a difficult situation, whether it's for love, whether it's for a better understanding of why you're going through certain things like that. And those are all good prayers, but for me, like for example, the night before Friday night in my prayers, I prayed for strength. God just give me strength. I can feel that it's getting thick. I can feel that it's getting heavy. Things are getting thrown at me in different ways. And the reality is really trying to bend. And so the following day, which was yesterday, I had a great day with my parents. My dad gave me a great book that I've been enjoying reading, and which I'm going to touch on. Also, I listened to Ye's new album, Holy Moly. That was a freaking experience, and that is my new favorite album. That trumps a lot of other albums that are my favorite, like Hollywood Bleeding, that by Post Malone. That's one of my favorites. Music is just the key to my soul. It really is. But that album is just absolutely, he is just such a gifted human being. He really is. Oh my gosh, if you haven't listened to it, you should go listen to it. Charlie Kirk would be so proud. And it came to me when I was listening to it. I was like, man, I feel bad for Candace wearing her sweater. She just wants her friend back. She just wants to have an understanding. Here Ye comes out, puts out a phenomenal album. Her and Charlie would be talking about it, sharing songs, all these things, and she doesn't have the opportunity to do that. And again, there's so many people that have lost loved ones, not just Candace and then Charlie. But I'm just saying in general, a lot of the times when you go through grief, you go through passing, and it's so catastrophic, it's so unexplainable, that you just want to have an understanding of why. In the whole scenario, which I'm going to pivot on this, because I don't know how new this is, but this is a joke.
But it's freeing.
It is free.
It's freeing when you can say, I pray for them, even though they hate me. I pray for them. Because it frees you from, like you said, Pastor James, that poison.
That's right.
And it frees you from that hold that they could have on your heart, because you won't let them.
That sounds very, very similar to things. You want me to also tell you something that's very freeing, Miss Erica? Get closer. Get closer. Telling the truth. Telling the truth. That is also freeing. Very freeing. Telling the truth, not living a lie, another freeing. Not living a false facade, another freeing. Not yearning for money, power, greed. That is also freeing. It is indeed. Another thing that's freeing, come a little closer, removing yourself from corruption, from blackmail. These are all freeing things. These are all freeing things. Just a little nugget for you, okay? Just a little nugget for you. I find it to be ironic that she goes out and she says, talking about praying for the people that hate you. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. 100%. You pray for those people. But in this particular circumstance, I find it to be very ironic because it's not that people hate you, my dear. People don't understand you. People are drawing blanks when it comes to you. They're drawing blanks. They don't know which way you're coming or going. They don't know whether to look left, right, up, down. We're all confused. We all have whiplash here. We're confused. So I'm not sure where the hate is coming from, but teach to their own, okay? But here's something that came to me this morning when I woke up. And we're seeing it on the full front. And I know a little something about this. I know a lot about this, actually. I gotta calm down. I'm getting spicy. I can feel it. Is that we live in a world where they throw so much at you, to mess with you questioning your own reality. Okay. And for example, like for me, there was a portion, and even to this day, there's different ways that I still have tons of things thrown at me, but I move and operate in it differently because I can pick up on it. I see it. I understand it. I know the other side of the coin. And so it doesn't affect me the way that it used to affect me. It used to affect me really bad. And they throw so much at you. Like there was just so many times and days and minutes in my days where there was so much being thrown at me, whether it be with my son, whether it be with the companies I was working for at the time, whether it be with my friend groups, whether it be with my ex-husband at the time when I was married, whether it be with different situations in my life, whether it's with doctor's appointments, doctor's office, bills, being on the phone with certain things, whether it's like dealing with the insurance. I mean, just no matter what, dealing with my bank. I mean, there's so many things. Like I'd start working on something and then I'd hit a dead end and then I'd figure out a solution and then I'd hit another dead end and then I'd figure out a solution and I'd hit another dead end, and it was just consistent. And it got to be where it was just like so much was being thrown at me that it was the whole reasoning for that is to make you go crazy, to make you go freaking crazy, to make you go nuts, to make you go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I see that now. There's been so many manipulative tactics in this psychological warfare that has been thrown at me in the last 5 years, but a good portion of my life, that it's absolutely crazy. It's crazy to like sit back and think about some of these scenarios, these experiences, these memories. And I'm like, golly, it's absolutely ludicrous that I walk amongst people that actually don't see anything wrong in that type of behavior intentionally. To intentionally pour those types of things out into this world to make people go crazy is absolutely crazy to me. And then to sit behind a podium, sit behind a mic, sit on a podcast, do an interview with somebody and pretend you're not partaking in that is absolutely crazy to me, which is exactly what she's doing. I mean, again, agree to disagree, and these are my opinions. You don't have to agree with me. The last video I posted, second to last video, I have 127 views and they're all private. Every single one of them are private. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. Nothing about it makes sense. And this is where people just tell on themselves. They just do. You know, and it's one of those things. It's unfortunate. I don't understand why people are so unraveled in me, so unraveled in the things that I say, the things that I do, how I operate. Why? That's what I want to understand is a why. Why are people so obsessed with me in different ways? And I don't want anybody to be obsessed. You need to be obsessed with yourself. You need to be obsessed with God. You need to be obsessed with what Jesus Christ did on the cross. That's what you need to be obsessed with, not of anybody else. Nobody in fame, no artist, no, none of that. See, and I was like that too when I was younger. I used to be highly obsessed with NSYNC, highly obsessed. Now I want to